The Devil and the Golden Mirror is a French story. Once upon a time, a young man named Jean lived in a small village in France. Jean was the best craftsman in the village, and all the wooden furniture he made was beautiful and loved by the villagers. However, Jean had one major problem. It is that no matter how hard he tried, he could not achieve abundance. Jean always said, "If I had money, I could make more people happy." He really wanted to make great works for people. However, his dream hit a money wall, and he was always torn between limited materials and time. One evening, while he was working silently in his workshop, there was a sudden knock on the door. When I opened it, it was a strange man standing there. The man wore a long black coat and had red eyes. "Are you Jean?" the man asked in a low voice. "Yes, I'm Jean." Jean replied with a little alarm. The man smirked and said, "I am the devil, Lucifer. In exchange for granting your wish, I will get a small price." Said. Jean was surprised, but there was a mysterious charm in the devil's words, and she just listened. "What you want is money or honor? I will give you money that will fill your workshop in an instant. However, there is one condition." The devil continued. Jean couldn't help but reply. "I want money. But it doesn't matter what the conditions are. I really want to help more people." I liked his spirit. The devil smirked. "Then take this golden mirror." The devil held out a golden mirror in his palm. It shone like the sun and caught the eye of the beholder. "With this mirror, you can get what you want right away. But at the cost of this, we must accept the truth that this mirror shows." Before Jean could think deeply about the words, she took the mirror. "Okay. I intend to use this mirror to bring happiness to the people of the village." The devil laughed contentedly and said, "Don't forget, accept the truth in the mirror, and your wish will come true." When I said that, it quietly disappeared. Jean used the mirror to go to the workshop the next day. When I muttered the word gold to the mirror emitted a strong light, and in the blink of an eye, gold coins piled up like a mountain. Jean was surprised by the sight, but at the same time joy came to her heart. The villagers also noticed the change and came to Jean's workshop. Jean used the money to make wonderful furniture and share it with the villagers. People rejoiced, and Jean enjoyed the success. However, gradually Jean became dependent on the power of the mirror, and his heart gradually became colder. One day, Jean looked into the mirror again. This time I muttered for more money. More money." Then the mirror replied, "That money will fill your heart even deeper, and your desires will never be satisfied." At that moment, Jean realized his changed appearance. The good heart of the past was lost, and a cold-hearted and greedy heart was born instead. The villagers moved away from him, and no one visited him. Jean finally decided to let go of the mirror given to him by the devil. He threw the mirror into the mountains and decided to live with people even though he was poor again. After that, Jean remained poor, but his heart became rich and he cherished the days he spent with the villagers. He was never deceived by money or goods, but continued to work for the people. Eventually, Jean became the most respected person in the village, and his sincere heart made people happy. That's it.